So today I'm replacing the steering shaft in my 79 F250. Putting a new steering shaft in it because if you look at it, let's see if I can get a good grab on it. Well, there's no play in it right now, but if you go inside of it, yeah, needs replaced bad. And I got a new Borgeson one, or however the hell you say it. So we're gonna try to, oh, can't dump it. Yeah, I'll get this bolt off and then get that one off up there, and then it should pop off. So got this bolt loose. That's an 11/16 bolt, by the way, if you're trying to do this yourself. So yeah, 11/16 bolt. It's pretty tight on there. I had to get a flex head ratchet and kind of do that. I'm not sure how this thing comes off. I don't know if it kind of pries off or what, but I'm gonna get that top bolt off, and then I'll go from there. It looks like the top bolt is back there somewhere, but I'll get it off and I'll let you guys know what I find. All right, what I'm gonna do now, I got that bolt out on the steering box, steering gear, whatever. I'm gonna take these 4 screws out on there and then one there. Take these out, and there should be some bolts in there I can loosen, and I'll be able to pull the column back a little bit, so that should slide right off of the steering box thing in there. So I'll let you guys know when I get this done. You go in there and you look right there. I'm using a flex head ratcheting wrench. Oh, going the wrong way. We should be able to go in there, and it's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but should be able to go in there and loosen it up a little bit. You don't have to do it all the way. And then there should be one on this side as well. Yep, right there. So I'll get that loosened, and then I should be able to pull the steering column back, and I'll get that done. All right, so I got those bolts loosened. I got the column moved back. You kind of got to wiggle it a little bit, and as you can see, it'll move. I got it moved back. And don't be like me. Make sure you take the whole fucking bolt out. I done. Make sure you get the whole thing out. And as you can see, I'm starting to get mine to come off, but mine's being a real pain in the ass to come off. So I'm gonna get a hammer and kind of beat on it. Right now I'm using a really big screwdriver, and I'm kind of just prying against it, trying to get it off, but I can't really go any farther now, so I'm gonna try to get the hammer on there to beat it. Yeah, I'm not getting it. But yeah, it'll start coming off kind of like that. And yeah, after that comes off, I think all we gotta do is unbolt it from the actual column and then slip the new one in, I think. But I'll get back to you guys when I get that on, or get this out. All right, so I got it off. Splines don't look bad. Yeah, all I did was, mine was kind of a pain in the ass to get off, so if yours is too, all I did was just put the screwdriver up against it and just kind of beat on it with the hammer. Came right off. So now I gotta get that bolt off right there, and I think this whole thing will slip off. So I think that one is also a 11/16. Now if I could find where I put my, yeah, 11/16. I'm using a ratcheting wrench for this. It makes it a lot easier, but yeah, I'll let you know when I get that off. All right, so I got the old steering shaft out. That thing's tiny, but as you can see, this thing's fucked. I mean, this thing was toast. So yeah, here's the new one that I got. I don't know if this one's cut to fit or not. I don't think it is, because it looks kind of about, well, this one looks a little longer. I don't know, I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, I'll start getting this in and see where I go from there. All right, so I kind of worked ahead a little bit, forgot to film it. I got the new steering shaft up to size. So with this one, I don't know how all of them are, but with this one, you have to cut it. So I had to cut it, grind it, drill some holes in it. So I'll show you kind of how you know what size to do it at. So I grabbed a tape measure, and I'm not gonna be able to do this with one hand. Basically what you're gonna wanna do is put your new shaft on there, right here, and then measure from the base of it right here, when your new shaft is on, measure it from there to there. And mine was about 23. I have some wiggle room since my shaft is telescopic. That's what she said. But anyways, yeah, you're gonna measure it, get about 23, because I don't know, this is a stock truck as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I know, but I don't know, don't take my measurements, measure your own. So mine was 23. And what you're gonna wanna do, don't cut the telescopic end. Cut the end that's not telescopic. So this end, measure it from this end out. And obviously, I'll take this off for you. If I can get it off with one hand. It's kind of a bitch to get on there. Come on. All right, give me a second. But yeah, I cut mine, you can see, cut it, drilled my holes for my set screws. And then what I probably should have done, which I kind of eyeballed it, but I think it's gonna fit, make sure you put this on the right way. And like I said, cut the end that is not telescopic. Because if you cut the telescopic end, I don't know, but that's not good. So like I said, you're gonna measure it, mark it, cut it, and then when you put this on there, kind of get it to where the rod looks like that. It's level with it's level where it goes into here at. It's level with that. And that's where I decided where I was gonna drill my holes. These are 5/16 holes. I'm not sure what size holes they want you drilling, but these are 5/16. And then you're gonna put your set screws back in. And obviously you're gonna make sure your wheel's straight, so that way you don't have a crooked ass steering wheel. And I'm gonna put it all back together and show you the finished results, and hopefully this video helped you out. I couldn't find any videos online about replacing a steering shaft on kind of this exact truck. So hopefully this will help you guys out, but I'll show you kind of the finished result when I'm done and got this put back on. And also one thing, Loctite everything. I'm using blue Loctite. I don't remember the brand of this actually. Anyways, I think whoever makes this recommends using red Loctite. Use Loctite on these. You don't want these rattling loose, you know, a few thousand miles after you put it on, because, you know, this is your steering. You don't want any of this to fuck up. You don't want anything to come loose. But make sure you don't half-ass this. Like I said, use blue Loctite on everything, because you don't want this stuff coming loose. This is your steering. You don't want to fuck around with your steering. But I'll get this back in the truck and I'll kind of show you guys the finished result. All right, so I got it on. I put this side, or that side on first, and then I kind of pulled it out, put it on that. And before I bolted it down into it, I pushed the steering column back in, and then, you know, I put in that little set screw right there, and then there's also one up there too. But it wasn't that hard. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was, or thought it was going to be, but it turned out pretty good. Now my steering, it's a lot better now. Steers a lot better. I did get my steering wheel just a smidge crooked, unfortunately. So that's probably gonna bother me, but yeah. If you want your steering wheel to be perfectly straight, then I would find a way to keep it steady, you know, while you're doing that the whole time. But I'd probably say that's I mean, I kind of slow jacked it. I took breaks and went slow doing this whole thing. It took me a few hours, but you could probably get this done in an hour or two. It's not that hard. But I hope I helped you guys, and I hope you can use this video for kind of a reference or something.